the new Out to Play event has just started. So now is as good a time as any to evolve my Zygarde. By routinely doing the route since their release, I've been able to collect enough Zygarde cells to change it to the 50% form. So let's do it. And here we go. Zygarde 50%. Cool. Kind of a slug sort of form. And I was lucky to get a 96% Zygarde when I did that research. I ended up buying the Tales of Adventure ticket for the Out to Play event because it was a pretty good deal, I think, for some incubators. I really needed a few more incubators because I'm getting backed up on my larger eggs, 7 and 10Ks. And I figured it'd be nice to get a few more checks. So Hisuian Growlithe has been kind of hard to encounter. It's in the quest rewards for walking 5 kilometers, and hatching 3 eggs. But those are pretty challenging quests, so you're not actually getting to encounter a whole lot of them. So first off, I've got a couple of checks here. First one, not shiny. Okay, and now I completed the Tales of Adventure, so you had to walk, I think, 5 kilometers, or they all involved walking, so you had to walk like a kilometer for each encounter. So first one, not shiny. If we don't get a shiny, hopefully at least we get some good IV ones, or maybe an XXL for the showcases. That would be nice. Not great. Next one, regular Growlithe, also not shiny. And next one, also not shiny. Number 4, nope, regular Growlithe again. Number 5, not shiny. Number 6, they seem to be alternating between Hisuian and regular Growlithe, and nope. Next one, not shiny. Got 3 left here, not shiny. Second to last, not shiny. Final check, nope. Regular Growlithe. So no shinies in there. Got a couple days left of this event, so I'm gonna keep trying to get those walking and hatching quests. Now that I have a few incubators at least, it'll be easier to do the hatching ones. So we'll just claim that right now. 2 regular and a super. And oh, we got one more encounter. No. So I did get some spicy catches this morning. I was doing a route while walking the dog. I wasn't recording or anything, but happened to get this shiny Woobat, which I had been searching for. I did not get one during the Go Fest when they were spawning, so that's a nice one. Beautiful shiny. And the other really good catch, shiny Shadow Geodude. Also 0 star. But yeah, that one's one that I've been after since I got the Shadow Aerodactyl way back in early August before GoFest New York. So I've been doing exclusively Sierras basically since then. I've definitely checked a good number of them, but it's nice to get this one. It's a really nice yellow. I really like the yellow and purple color combination. And one other kind of nice catch, a Hondo Onyx. Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a good day for catching. And yesterday I managed to get the shiny Entei from a raid during raid hour. We did about 7 or 8 raids, Efrenor and I, and second to last one I was lucky to get the Entei. So and I just need the Suicune now. I have the Raikou from years ago, but I never did get the Entei and the Suicune then, so there we go. Working my way up to getting all the legendary shinies. That's the ultimate goal. Heyo, we are currently doing some birding out at Capital Springs State Park on the shores of Lake Wabisa, just outside of Madison. It's Azurill Hatch Day today, and there's a vegan fest happening at a nearby park, so we're going to check that out and do some walking, hopefully hatch some Azurill. But before that, we're just out in the woods going for a little walk. And there's a Shadow Zapdos here, so we're gonna quickly do that, get a shiny check in. Hopefully the shinies are turned on. It's a beautiful, gorgeous summer day still. It's September 30th, but it's supposed to be like 28 degrees today. It's warm, it's sunny. The trees are still mostly green. Haven't had many fall colors yet. And there's still some birds around during late migration, so it's a beautiful morning to be out.
And the last weekend for Shadow Zapdos raids.
That's right.
They
Our last chance.
They gave us 3 raid passes because it wasn't turned on. The shiny wasn't turned on one day when we raided.
Yeah, so the first weekend, I guess, that it was released, they forgot to turn it on, and we must have done at least one raid during that time. The red-bellied woodpecker. Alright, going in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Alright, Zapdos, you're going down. Hopefully.
What's the next legendary that Giovanni's gonna have? What was the last one?
Luigi? No. Oh, right.
It was Reggie Rock or something.
We finished the Reggies, right? Yeah, so it'll be... Have they released it?
They did release it, and I think it was another Reggie. I think they're gonna do like Reggie
Regigigas?
or Regigigas or something, yeah.
Oh. Alright, it's Enraged. Purified Gem,
Purified
go!
Gem, swap into Man or Rhyperior.
The timing is working out perfectly for mine. I just swapped into Rhyperior. It's 2 gems. 3 gems.
It's subdued.
Hooray! Oof.
Oof. Yeah.
Thunder. Ouch. Relobby. Hopefully it works. Yep. Max revives. Watch out! These falling walnuts are dangerous. This time of year, there's like constantly nuts falling from the trees here.
Squirrels and the chipmunks are up there knocking them off.
Yeah. Alright, that was pretty efficient. We've got 46 seconds to spare.
Take that, Shadow Zapdos. You better be shiny.
You better be. Both of us. Seven more Shadow Shards. And there goes a plane. Alright, ready? Shiny check. Nope.
Nope.
Another dud. Ah well. Here we are on top of the tower. There's all the people attending Vegan Fest. Looks like it's gonna be a busy festival. Azurill Hatch Day is approaching, and we're doing a quick Raikou raid here. We're trying to hatch as many eggs as we can before the event starts, because if you start with a full egg inventory when the event starts, you don't really get a whole lot of 2K eggs. So we're going to hatch them all and clear some space before it starts.
It's already hard to get a lot of them just because it's only a 3-hour event.
Yeah, it doesn't give you a whole lot of opportunities to actually hatch eggs.
The whole time.
Another Raikou raid done. Let's see what we got here.
We got Christmas Trainer. Oh, so popular.
Shiny check. Noob.
Nope.
It's hot out here in Madison. We just did another Zapdos raid. Another duo. So we got a shiny check coming up here. Okay, shiny check.
You got it! Oh my god.
Woohoo! Yes, I got the shiny. Finally, you could barely see it. It's so bright too that I could barely see on my screen. 2412, it's boosted, so I'm not sure what that is for IVs. It should also be a guaranteed catch, right?
Yeah.
Wow!
Hooray!
Hell yes! Shiny Shadow Zapdos. We still need to get one for you though.
That's okay. This was one in the family. Wow.
Okay, let's see. IV check. 1 star!
It's got good attack though.
Pretty good attack. Sweet. I mean, you can barely see that it's shiny.
Yeah, the shiny variant.
But, you know.
Ooh, mine was a 3-star.
Oh! Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it is a really good electric type attacker.
89%.
Is that your best one?
Maybe.
Sweet. That's nice. Amazing. And this is the last weekend that we can do them, so got one just in the nick of time.
Hooray!
Alright, another Shadow Zapdos done. A shiny check. Let's do it.
And
Shiny check.
it's storage full.
Oh no! The suspense. It's killing me. What's it gonna be?
It's not shiny.
Oh. Alright, so we're back close to home, back from Vegan Fest, doing a bit of last minute walking during the last hour of Azurill Hatch Day. And I got 2 eggs ready to hatch here, so let's see what they are. We got shiny Azurill!
Hooray!
Okay, well, 1 and done. Wow. Literally, and the other one? Regular. Oh, okay, well.
Wow, that was quick.
That makes that easy. That's literally the first Azurill I hatched. 2-star. It doesn't matter, I just needed a shiny.
1 and done.
Okay, it's such a nice shiny, it's such a nice green. And, well, Efrenor, he had that one already, so he doesn't need it. And that completes the living decks for me.
Part of the IVs.
What a cute one. It's a 2-star.
2-star.
13, 10, 11. Could be better, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use it for anything. Cool. Alright, well, we'll try to hatch a few more just to see what we get. But okay, we got another 2K hatch in here. See what it is. Azurill, regular. And that completes a couple of hatch 3 quests, so let's get some shiny checks for... Oh, we got a Sneasel. That was just a hatch 1 egg, I think. Another Hisuian shiny check. Nope. It is such a beautiful sunny day. It's like almost 30 degrees. Feels like midsummer. It's September 30th, but sure doesn't feel like it. People are playing volleyball, like people are out on the lake, boating. People are in the water swimming. We're gonna try to go for a swim later, see how the temperature is. One more, not shiny. So we're just doing a route here, one of the routes that we do pretty regularly. It's the Out to Play event, so the routes are featured. You get extra XP, extra spawns, I guess.
No, more faster candy you put in with your buddy.
Oh yeah, so faster candy accumulation.
It's not.
So that doesn't seem to be working. I have not found that to actually be the case. So I'm walking my Wooloo, which is normally 3 kilometers per candy, and I've poffined it, so it's currently 1.5. However, we are doing a route, and that hasn't been affecting the distance required. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody has actually noticed that feature to be functional, but I've tried it a few different times and on different days, and it's not working for me. But anywho, there still seems to be a lot of confusion about the route feature and how it works. So we've done quite a few routes since the inception of this feature. I feel like we have a pretty good understanding of how it works. You can get up to 3 route spawns during a route, and also a Zygarde cell. So I have had 3 route spawns and a Zygarde cell. The Zygarde cell seems to be spawning at the end most of the time. Oh, one more 2K egg here. Azurill. Okay, so my first one was shiny. I really didn't need to spend all those other incubators on the 2Ks. But that's okay, I'm happy I got it. I'm not going to complain. So there's a route spawn here, Taurus. The route spawns tend to be regional Pokemon or Pokemon featured in the events.
Mine is a Lillipup.
Okay, so that negates either of those 2 qualifications. So it can be, I guess, from the regular pool as well. But I've noticed that they tend to be regionals, either Taurus or Panpour in our area. Also, sometimes the event spawns. So also there's different badges you can get for each route. So the more often you complete a route, it seems the better the rewards you can get. And I have a couple that are silver. So our most frequent route here, James Madison Park and East Johnson, that was one that Efrenor created. And we've done that one quite a few times. Doesn't actually say how many times I've done it, but it's been completed 130 times. And I have a silver badge with that one, so I've done it more than 20 times. It takes 5 steps to get to bronze and then 20 to get to the silver. And I'm getting usually, I think, about 6,000 XP from it during this event. The XP for completing routes is increased. Seems like I'm getting twice or 3 times the amount. I've been getting like 12 or 16,000 for some of the routes we've been doing. And also the other rewards seem to be kind of the same. I haven't noticed a pattern in the rewards that you get from routes with an increased badge level, but I have actually had elite TMs as route rewards on 2 different occasions. Also, I've gotten Star Piece before, but it tends to usually be like simple items like potions or revives and a bit of dust and some XP, regardless of what level you are with the route.
How many trips to get to gold?
I believe 100. So I haven't gotten to gold with any of the routes yet. I'm at like 35 or 40 or something with our most common one. But yeah, so the premium items are pretty rare. It's not like in showcases where you can get them pretty routinely when you're in 1st or 2nd place. You have to get pretty lucky to get a premium item. Another thing to note is that you can get up to 3 Zygarde cells per day. Apparently you can only get Zygarde cells from each route only once per day, but you can get up to 3 Zygarde cells from each Zygarde cell encounter. So you get either 1, 2, or 3 Zygarde cells each time you collect cells. And if you get 3 in one go, then you don't need to bother doing any other routes that day because you can only get a maximum of 3. But you could also get 3 different individual cells, so depending on what you get. And you can only get Zygarde cells on a route once per day. So don't repeat the same route. To get more than 1 cell, you have to do different routes.
Tauros, my 3rd route spawn.
I have a Panpour here. So you've had 3 route spawns.
3 route spawns.
Alright, let's see if you get the Zygarde cell. Once I actually got a 3rd route spawn after I collected my Zygarde cell, it was near the very end of the route. And also there's been a glitch that noted recently where if you don't get a route spawn, you don't seem to get the Zygarde cell. And that actually happened to Efrenor yesterday. We did a route at the end of the day where he did not get a route spawn in and there was no Zygarde cell. I managed to get a route spawn and I got Zygarde cell, so it seems to be that since the most recent update where you're able to complete the route on command, that I've been getting a Zygarde cells almost every time. Whereas before it was kind of so-so. I was getting them pretty regularly, and then for a while I wasn't getting them at all, even with the restart trick. Version.
That bug must be rare where you don't get any route spawns. I think that's the only time it's ever happened.
I've never seen it. I've done over 50 routes, I'd say.
Zygarde cell.
You got one.
I got one.
Nice.
Zygarde cell was sucked into the Zygarde cube.
Oh, and here's mine now too. A little bit ahead, one Zygarde cell. There we go. Perfect. I love when that actually works out, when you're trying to demonstrate it.
Does anybody comment on the fact that the Zygarde cube is not actually a cube? What is that, a dodecahedron or something?
I don't know. That's a very good point. A Zygon receptacle. Zygon dodecahedron. That has a ring to it.
Yeah.
Zygarde dodecahedron.
Well, no reason to not complete the route.
So there's a bit of distance left, but we can complete it already. We've completed 1.1 out of 1.1 kilometers. No other road spawns. So you got 3 road spawns and a Zygarde cell? I think I only got 2 road spawns. At least 2 that I noticed, but there could have been a third.
That was the first time I've ever done this route. I got 2 rare candy XLs. 2
What?
rare candy XLs. What in the world?
Is it? Oh man, too bad we didn't get video evidence of that.
Yeah, that was
2 rare candy XLs?
The journal does it.
What in the world? Okay, let's see what I got. I've done this one a few times.
Did you get a Zygarde cell?
Yep,
Nice.
I got one. So 7 out of 20 for this one. 6 raspberry, 3 revives, 1,000 dust, 12,000 XP. That's pretty standard. No premium items. I can't believe you got 2 rare candy XL.
I wonder if it's because I did it first. Was there any correlation between when you got the good items and like leveling up that badge? Like it was when you went to silver or something?
No, I don't think so. Not that I noticed. The elite TMs were kind of, I think it was while I was bronze level. I have never gotten rare candy XL from one before, so that's new. That's really nice. And yeah, that's it. That's the route. It's now almost the very end of Azurill Hatch Day, and I'm happy with what I got, so I'm pretty done with that. It's a gorgeous late summer afternoon, so we're gonna hang out in the park, maybe go for a swim. Let's see. Today is the final day of the Out to Play event. I figured I'd get another route done before the event ends and talk a little bit more about routes in general and give you some tips and tricks for completing them. Yeah, so there's actually quite a few routes in this area. So you can see here, for example, there are 7 routes that are all like within this one general area. There's like one longer one that kind of goes around the outside of the park. There's a couple easier ones, 844 meters. So this one's just kind of zigzagging around the parking lot. Another very similar one, like a lot of these routes are almost the exact same track, just slightly different starting and end points. Quick lake view. That one's a loop. And this one just kind of goes like that. We're going to do the quick lake view here. This one's quite short and it's a loop route. So we're going to do that one, hopefully get a Zygarde cell off it. When you go into the route section under your sort of main profile menu, you can see the routes that you've completed and the routes that you've created. So if I look at the routes that I've created, I actually submitted 2 way back on August 24th. So it's been over a month since they've been approved. I don't know why they've been sitting there for so long. I think they're pretty standard routes. When Efrenor first got the route feature, like at the very beginning, he was one of the first to get it when it was released, and he submitted routes and they were approved within like a week or so. And now it's been over a month for these ones. So I think they just must be really backed up with approving routes. So keep that in mind. When you are creating a route, it has to be at least 500 meters long, and it has to include at least one stop. So you can make a loop route if you're in a really rural area and you don't have a lot of Pokestops. You can just make one route that starts and ends at the same point, as long as it's 500 meters long. Of course, ideally you'd want to include more stops in your routes. I think that way, you know, they're more appealing to other players to do. If you're playing Pokemon Go, you generally want to have more Pokestops so that you don't get too low on items. And I know a lot of people are using their daily incense on routes as a good way to combine two daily features that Niantic wants us to complete, so the daily incense and the daily route play. If you create a route that's between, say, 750 meters and a kilometer, then that's a good length for an incense walk, 15 minutes. And if you have lots of straight sections, then that also is conducive to the incense. So, you know, you tend to get more incense spawns when you're walking straight and quickly, because you get one spawn every 30 seconds if you travel at least 100 meters in those 30 seconds. And so when you have a turn in your incense walk, it reduces the distance that you're traveling in those 30 seconds. Anywho, let's start one of these routes. We'll do this quick loop one here, quick lake view. Let's see if we can get a Zygarde cell. It is really warm and sunny today. Okay, so we're at the route start, and let's go. Let's do it. We got a couple eggs hatching shortly here. Oh, we got Kabuto and research. Routes give you an opportunity to explore maybe a different part of the city that you're in. It's a really good chance to get out and see some different parks. You get a different route badge for each route that you've completed, so that's another sort of interesting thing. You can see here I have 15 different route badges that I've completed. I don't think there's actually a medal for routes, unfortunately. That would provide a little bit more incentive to complete more different routes if there was a route badge. I don't believe there is one. Another issue with the routes, unfortunately, is that you can't see showcases while you're doing a route. So they haven't fixed that yet. If you're on a route, you can no longer see which Pokestops have showcases. I'm trying to get some more hatch 3 eggs quests before I hatch these eggs, so we can get another Hisui and Growlithe check. Walk 5 kilometers. No, we don't want that one. Maybe this rocket? No, too far. Okay, well, let's keep walking. And once again, I'm trying to get extra candy for my double here. So we're supposed to get 2/3 candy distance when walking a buddy on a route, and that, again, is not working. It's 1.5 instead of 3 because I've given my double a Poffin, but it should be 2/3 of that. Gotta love it when they introduce features that don't work. Why 2/3? Like, why not just give us half buddy distance? If you're already doing a route, like, you're not usually walking on a route for that long. Most of the routes are relatively short. It's not like you're getting kilometers and kilometers of buddy candy opportunity. You might as well just give us half distance. We want to try to get at least one road spawn to ensure that we get a Zygarde cell at the end. So far, nothing. The chunk, nope, still no road spawn on this one. Uh-oh. It's not looking like we're gonna get anything on this route. It's too short, maybe. Okay, we got 3 eggs here hatching. 3 5Ks. We got Bonsley, still don't have that shiny. Marini. And Gligar, also another shiny that I still don't have. Okay. So usually by this point, once you get within 100 meters or so, the Zygarde cell tends to appear near the end of the route, especially since the most recent update. Okay, well, I've now walked past the end stop. There's still no Zygarde cell, so I'm just going to complete the route. I've had really good luck with Zygarde cells recently, especially since I've gotten the complete route button. But most of the routes that I do are relatively linear. There's a lot of straight line walking, and they're usually about a kilometer or so. So maybe you just have better luck getting the Zygarde cells from those routes because there's more route spawns. There's just more opportunities for those spawns to work correctly. It seems like with the route spawns, I know other people have had some issues with them getting the Zygarde cells and the route spawns. Maybe they just don't work as well as the linear routes, which is unfortunate because if you're in an area where you only have a stop or two, like you don't really have much choice but to create a loop route. And it's nice to have a loop where you can come back to your starting point, so you don't have to walk the extra distance there and back. Although you could just do the route in reverse, but it really depends on your circumstance, how much time you have, and so on. So let's hit complete. New route badge. 3 revives, 2 rare candy, that's nice. 12,000 XP. I got a 4-star, so it's a little bit short. I think I'm going to try to stick to the longer routes, more linear ones. I think that seems to be a better option for getting the Zygarde cells and the spawns. We got one. Check. Nope, not shiny. Anyway, that's it for me for the Out to Play event. I hope you have all had good luck with this event, gotten lots of Zygarde cells, and are close to evolving your Zygarde, or changing its form rather. Nidoqueer out. Bye!